Hey heroes, welcome in. We are your host for hire. I am Lucas Rand. This is Kyle Cage, and today we want to talk just a little bit about this Fantastic Four teaser trailer. Before we get too far into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at Hosts4HirePodcast. That's Host for Hire with the number four. And without further ado, Kyle, thoughts?
My first impressions were I like how comic accurate Thing is.
Agreed.
I like that Herbie's in it and has
Herbie look cool.
personality and like seemingly, will be a part
Agreed.
of it. That's something we've never seen in the Fantastic Four.
Something that I know that you are a bigger fan of than I am. I'm not huge on. I'm not big on period pieces. And I know
I
this
am
is gonna
excited.
be one.
It is interesting because it is kind of a period piece, but it's like a futuristic period piece. Like it's set in the '60s, but it's not like our '60s. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Right.
clearly a
True.
much more advanced version
Yeah.
of our world.
So that
Um,
that that's something that's like on a wait and see. Like for
yeah.
me,
And
Pedro
for me,
Pascal.
it
Like
feels
to
a little bit
me, I
more
don't know how you
sci-fi.
guys feel about the Pedro Pascal casting as Mr. Fantastic. I just can't see it. I can't not see Pedro Pascal when I look at the screen rather than like a character. So that's just me. That's something I'm gonna have to deal with. Hopefully when the movie comes out, it's better. But like, I
Yeah,
just don't see
it's
Reed Richards in Pedro Pascal's face, like when I look at it at all. You know,
well, we did get some confirmation that there'll be a Council of Richards, so maybe we'll see a bunch of different
it's
people
true.
playing him. Hopefully,
Yeah,
it's. I personally don't want it to just be like different variants of Pedro Pascal. We've already seen that there's a John Krasinski variant around somewhere, and like
hmm
there's probably multiple of those ones. There's multiple of. So they've already established that it doesn't have to just be him, and I hope we get to see multiple different variations of
yeah.
him. One being the Maker, that
It
would be
sucks that I
cool.
feel that way. It's not that he's not a good actor or like
No,
anything like that. It's
yeah,
just I just
one of
can't.
your personal hangups. Yeah, I
You know,
did enjoy.
it's like I said. The best way that I can put it is that when I look at the screen, I don't see Reed. I see Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
Or like with
which
all
is
these other
fair.
characters, like and that sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I really enjoyed Johnny, the flying scenes they showed of him. I really liked the way that like
yeah.
when they had him kind
Sue
of
looks super
floating in
cool.
space. That was cool. I didn't expect to see Galactus, so that was cool.
hmm
Right at the
People are
end
already
there.
complaining, man. Immediately, bam, complaining that like
The
Galactus looks small,
It's like
and I was
okay, I
like, Jesus
there's
Christ.
a couple things to there. I get it. Like he's a devourer of planets, he can eat planets. But the other thing is canonically he can change his size.
Yeah,
He can become bigger and smaller
yeah,
depending on
yeah.
what he needs at the moment. Like
Um, so people are just being people immediately and complaining.
he's
He's not
not
a cloud.
words out of my mouth. Literally words out of my mouth. He's not a giant black cloud. Stop
So
complaining.
like,
Like
what
we're
are we talking
already
about here?
way ahead of what we had already.
You know, it's something
So
that I want really bad. Like, I'm I want there to be, I want there to top the Johnny versus Silver Surfer scene. You know what I'm talking about? In Rise
mhm.
of the Silver Surfer, that like chase
That
scene
chase scene. Yep.
between them for years. It came out in like 2005. Like, please give me something that's going to top that scene in a Fantastic Four movie because it hasn't come up yet. Like, we haven't had that scene be topped,
No.
and it's just like, man, give me
Yeah.
that.
We need to have something like that, but on that level or even greater because it's like you
Great,
said,
it's
almost 20
yeah,
years. Like
20 years,
yeah.
dude.
I think the
Like,
first
give
one
me
came out in
something better.
2005. I want to say that one came out in like '07 or
You
something.
know me, I love like race swapping, gender swapping characters. Like that's something that does not bother me very often.
Mhm.
This Silver Surfer one, I am nervous, bro. I am nervous.
It's interesting because they didn't just race or gender swap; they character swapped the
Yeah, so it's not
character.
Norin Rad and that
Eh,
like that
Yeah, like
really
personally, I would have rather had it be like Norina Rad rather
yeah.
than Shala
And
Ball.
Shala Ball does get the Silver Surfer power in the comics, but she gets it
Yeah,
alongside Silver Surfer,
yeah.
and
Which is
it's just
fine,
weird.
as long as it's done well, I'm not worried about it. As long as
I
the
am
essence of the
nervous, bro.
character
Can't lie.
stays, I'm nervous too, but I'm not like,
Because Silver Surfer is like immensely
yeah,
my favorite character. Like it's like
We talked about it in our intro thing. It's you and your
Yeah,
dad,
you
watched
know,
and
like,
read it growing up. Like it's a very
like I
important
have my
movie.
favorite characters, and then there's like Silver Surfer. You know what I mean? Like,
It's on a different level
uh,
for you.
yeah, yeah. So I'm very nervous. But with all that said, I'm very excited for this movie.
Mhm.
Like you said, Thing looks awesome.
Very comic accurate. I
Um,
really love the way he's been portrayed so far. He had like the biggest shine at the beginning of the trailer for
yeah,
sure.
there's like the Fantastic car. That was kind of cool. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
noticed that. That
yeah,
was
that
pretty
was
dope.
dope.
Um, it looks like it's going to be a good movie. I'm really holding out hope that it's going to be a good movie because
Mhm.
I like it. I need it to be.
I was about to say,
You know what I
as
mean?
fans, we collectively need this to be a good movie.
Yes.
Like,
So you guys tell us how you felt about this trailer. What are the things that you noticed that we didn't like talk about? What are some things that you're nervous about personally in the movie that like we didn't cover? Do you think that I'm a little too nervous about like the Silver Surfer thing? Do you think I'm like talking a little too much shit on Pedro Pascal? Or do you agree? Let us know in the comments all
yeah,
of
and
that stuff.
granted, it was a minute and a half teaser trailer. There's not much to go
Yeah.
on so far, but still plenty to discuss as we just did. Let us know how you thought about it, how you felt about it, what you want going forward, where you want them to meet up. Because eventually they're gonna meet up with the MCU, and I think it's gonna be in Doomsday.
Yeah,
But
so is this world that we're seeing of theirs is another universe,
it's a
right? Like
variant.
it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
part. It's not like it's in our MCU's like 60s, right? It's in
No,
another universe.
no, it's
Yeah,
definitely in a much more advanced 1960s, like I said
yeah,
as
for
well.
sure.
Like you can see that like the Fantastic Car itself is a
Right.
technological marvel compared to what our 60s would be, or
Yeah.
even the
Right.
MCU 60s.
Hmm. Hmm.
So let us know how you feel about it. We appreciate you guys stopping by and listen to us ramble and rant a little bit about about Fantastic Four because we, like Lucas said, we need something with how bad the 2015 one was.
Yes.
And going back and watching the 2005, as kids it was good, but not so
Yeah.
great now.
You know,
Um, just a few things, but we
we're
do
ready
appreciate
for a
you.
good Fantastic Four.
Yeah, again, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit those notifications so you see when we drop new content at Hosts4HirePodcast on all socials. And we'll see you with the next one.